And welcome in, everybody, to game number 2 of this Tuesday matchup out here at Knoxville Catholic. In this Smoky Mountain Collegiate League Series, we will see the Valley Stars take on the Bobcats. Valley Stars just beat the Copperheads in the game before this. They look to go 2-0, trying to get the better of the Bobcats. Bobcats were supposed to play yesterday, and I do apologize. No broadcast. I can't apologize. There was no game. The first game was played through up until the 7th inning yesterday when we went on a 45-minute at least rain delay that ended up canceling both the second and the third game. So the Bobcats were supposed to play yesterday at 7:30. Their game got canceled. They'll play today. They will also play tomorrow. So we will get back on track to regularity tomorrow. As for right now, we are worried about today. The Bobcats will take on the Valley Stars. We saw the Valley Stars come through the SMCL, in week 2 or 3? The team from Catawba, North Carolina coming back in. They are currently 2-3 in their 5 games in the season. Bobcats sit at 4-9. Bobcats are in 5th place in the season. They will look to start clawing back out. They've had a good last 2 weeks. They will look to continue that in week number 5. This is the Tuesday matchup of week number 5 out here this summer. It's been a good summer so far. It's been a fun summer. The Bobcats start their game today. They will throw out Hunt on the mound. The right-handed pitcher will come in. They will look to sit down the Valley Stars, who are riding high after a win over the Copperheads. Much better day for baseball and pitching conditions for Hunt. He did not have to pitch yesterday. Nothing but blue skies and big puffy white clouds. We're not used to that here in the South as of late. It's been a very rainy last few months, and especially last few weeks in here in Knoxville. Defensively for the Bobcats, Cowell will be behind the plate. Nitri at first. Ian Setzer at second. Braden Cox at short. Jaden Richardson over at third. To start the day in the outfield, Isaac Yearwood, Jacob McCord, and Lucas Rockholt will take the field. The Valley Stars, they'll send up 1, 2, 3. We've seen a few of these names before. Walker, Hartley, Bernard Creek, and Michael Good. Most of the team who started in game 1 today coming back out for the lineup in game number 2. We will see how Hunt can fare. Bobcats looking for win number 5 on the season. And it will be the righty versus the lefty to get this one going. Timmy Hunt, this start. He will face Walker Hartley. Do it first. First pitch home. We are underway. Fouled off. As everybody gets tuning in, I appreciate that. It's good to see the numbers doing well. The Bobcats typically are the highest viewed team I get. So it's always fun whenever they play. Hartley now down 0-2. So, I was walking up to the ballpark, I want to say, yesterday and today, and I was told that new cameras and technology was implemented on the field to sort of have their own version of MLB's ABS system. You know, the new system in the MLB where they tap their helmets and they can challenge the balls and strikes. Some sort of the automated ball strike system is being implemented here at Knoxville Catholic. That one on the ground. Sets her throw over. Not in time. Good hustle by Hartley. Runner on. But the difference is, and this is still unconfirmed, this is just what I was hearing. What I heard was there will be no home plate umpire, beginning maybe within the next few weeks. And the technology, there's a big screen over to the right side just next to the dugout on the first baseline, and it'll just flash, ball, strike, red, green, whatever they decide to do, and it will just be fully electronically called. There are cameras installed on top of the dugouts over here, and they seem to be accurate enough to determine strike zone, and from what I'm understanding is it can also tell you the type of pitch that's being thrown too, which is also really cool. During your next trip down here to Knox Catholic, look for the QR codes that are posted all over the field. Oh, good throw by Bryce Cowell. He catches Walker Hartley stealing. That is the first out here in this one. Quite a few of those today. We had multiple in the previous game. Cowell 1 for 1 on stolen base, caught stealing. But as I was saying, look for QR codes around the field, and then they will bring you to an app, and then you can follow the game along on the app. It's kind of like Game Changer, but more, accumulated to the strike zone itself. Ball, strike, pitch type, pitch velocity, stuff like that. So they're still working on it. They're still working on the details. If I have anything wrong, don't come at me. I'm just saying what I heard. But interesting stuff, breeding, potentially. And I've also been under the impression that Maryville High School is getting the same technology soon for them as well. I'm not sure if they are in the same speed of the process as Catholic is, but I have been told that they are working on technology themselves. Bernard Creek up at a 3-1. He works the 1-out walk. 2 base runners to start the game for the Valley Stars. That'll bring up Michael Good. Weather more cooperative today. Have to appreciate that. It was getting a little rough yesterday. It was pouring the whole afternoon and then stopped for a few hours, then kept going again last night. They let the first game go pretty long. The kids were just getting poured on. I think they only stopped whenever it got too bad or lightning was detected within the X amount of miles of radius. Bernard Creek goes. The throw down from Cal again. This one way offline. That was good in the outfield. Creek will go first to third. Center fielder McCord will get it in. Valley Stars threatening here in the first inning. We're seeing really delayed visual calls from the home plate umpire, so I want to make sure that the ball is a ball or a strike is a strike before I say anything. Still no strikes on the board to Michael Good. There is one. Strike number 1 in the at-bat. I believe the count is 3-1. Almost hits Good. Looks like it's either ball 4 or it will nick the jersey. Either way, he will be granted first base. Runners back on the corners. 1 out. No runs have scored, but now through 3 batters, all 3 runners have gotten on base safely. Cleanup hitter Asafa Jones, his first at-bat in game number 2. Runner goes, first pitch. Jones, foul ball deep down the left field line. Way foul. Week number 5 has commenced, as I mentioned. And if you're tuning in from previous games, you've heard me make this point 1,000 times, but I think it's funny, and it's a new team, so I'm going to keep making it. In the odd even weeks this season, there has been a plentiful amount of home runs. In the odd even weeks, there has been maybe 1 or 2. We saw last week there was 2 home runs the entire week combined within the league, and it came from Dylan Lahr, hit 2 home runs in 1 game. That was the only home runs of the week for any team. In week 3, we had, I want to say, 6 or 7 home runs. And then in week 2, there was 1. And then in week 1, there was a solid handful. Runner goes, Cal, no throw down. Michael Good with the stolen bag. That eliminates a double play. Only one home run this week. Obviously, this is only the third game. There was supposed to be two more yesterday. We did see a home run from the other BCA team on the first game. We know these Bobcats have popped. Quite a few of them have notched at least one. Maybe only two. I know Dylan Lahr has one. Dylan Lahr has three, actually. Tyler Bennett has one, and he had that walk-off home run. There might have been one or two more I'm missing. It's been a long season. I call ball for all five teams. Games blend together. 3-1, high down the left field line. Yearwood going back on it. He will reach over the wall and make the catch. I thought that was going to go way foul. Yearwood really tracing it back. The runner from third will score. It's a deep sacrifice fly for Asafa Jones. There is the second out of the inning. Good play by Yearwood, sticking up his glove over that short porch, straight away left field. Took away what would have been a 3-run home run. Up will come Kai Finch. Kai Finch making his first at-bat today. Runner goes. First pitch swung on and missed. Cal throw down over the head of Richardson at third. That will allow the runner from third to score easily. Valley Stars Blake 2 in the first. They draw first blood. Timmy Hunt still looking for out number 3. 2 outs already. Just needing one more out. Already allowing 2 runs. One. Back up the middle. McCord is there. Out number 3. Valley Stars Plate 2. The Bobcats will get their first chance to respond. It's 2-0. Bobcats trailing 2 before they even get a chance to swing the bat. On the mound will be the right-hander Pearson. We saw him the last time the Valley Stars made an appearance a few weeks ago. His battery partner will be Joe Aiken behind the dish. Austin Dunlap over at first. Kai Finch at second. Walker Hartley at short. Michael Good over at third. Mason Becker in left. Asafa Jones in center. And Abram Treaton right. Up first, Jaden Richardson, third baseman, leading off for the Bobcats. First pitch, little half swing. It's strike one regardless. He's 0-1. Richardson out to deep left. Becker going back. He'll make the play. One up, one down on a couple of pitches. Richardson flies out. And up will come Ian Setzer. The shadows slowly starting to creep across Knoxville Catholic. Sun going down behind us. Local time 7:48 as we head in to the bottom half of the first inning. A 7-inning matchup underway between the Valley Stars and the Bobcats. Setzer swinging it for the first time. He's at second base. Setzer batting .348. His batting average, one of the highest on the team. Notching himself 8 hits, 4 doubles, or 4 singles, 3 doubles, and a triple. No home runs for Setzer yet. Has every sort of hit except for the previously mentioned home run. He's only struck out 3 times. Big breaking ball sent over the right side. Treat and Finch colliding. It's Treat who makes the catch. Couple of pop outs in the outfield. 2 up, 2 down. In steps the lefty Yearwood. Big swing and a miss from Yearwood. He's 0-1. We saw a pitcher's duel in the game previous. It was a 3-1 final score. The Copperheads led 1-0 all the way up until the 6th, where the Valley Stars would lead 2-1. Add on one more in the third. Copperheads unable to answer. Only 4 runs across the entire game. So now the Valley Stars scoring basically half their run total in a single inning that they scored in the game prior. Pearson's 1-1 to Yearwood. Gets a little half swing. Doesn't matter. It is ball number 1, or ball number 2, excuse me. The pitcher from Siena Heights University almost hits Yearwood. Pearson standing at 6'1", weighing about 170 pounds. Facing the lefty now at 3-1, looking to be the first base runner of the game for the Cats. 3-1, the opposite way on the line, and foul. Move the count full. First time we're seeing a full count. Saw plenty of those in game 1. A bunch of hitters taking the pitchers deep into their counts. Good competitive ball game. Bobcats trailing by 2 already in the first. Payoff pitch to Yearwood. Swung on and missed. Isaac Yearwood goes down swinging. Out number 3, Bobcats retired in order. Through the first inning, your score, Valley Stars lead 2-0. First inning over. That'll bring up the second. We will see Austin Dunlap for the first time today. Did not play in game one. The lefty will step in. He will face Timmy Hunt coming back out for his second inning. Hunt finding the strike zone. He's 1-1. It was a good weekend in Knoxville. It was a good weekend to get outside this previous weekend. Have some fun. Monday kind of changing the tide a little bit. Ooh, back up the middle. A leadoff base hit for the leadoff hitter, Austin Dunlap. There's a runner on again. But it's good the weather's being back to being salvageable now. Hopefully it stays this way for Wednesday and Thursday. And then again for next week, because the end of next week will bring up 4th of July. And 4th of July is arguably, you can argue with a rock, it's the best holiday of the year. Next hitter, Mason Becker, fouls one off. Because what's more American than hanging out by a pool all day, eating hot dogs, and then celebrating with big old fireworks to end the night? I can't think of any better way to spend a good night over the summer. Hopefully the weather holds off all over the South. Becker at 0-2. I'll be back in Texas for the 4th of July, but hopefully the weather out here in Knoxville stays pretty sunny for everybody else. Hills 0-2 to Mason Becker on the way. Just a little low. Missed a 3-pitch punch out by maybe a few inches. Austin Dunlap leading off of first. Becker up at the plate. Abram Treat will be on deck. And then Joe Aiken before lineup flips over. Hills 1-2. Swung on and missed. Gets a strikeout this time. Mason Becker is retired. He's down swinging. 1 on, 1 out. In comes Abram Treat. Oh, Threats. Abram Threats. I misread the handwriting on the lineup card. Looking at the website, it is Abram Threats. So that's a cool last name, Threats. The freshman from Bluefield State University. Hills 1-1. Popped over the right side and foul. It's 1-2. Hill looking to bounce back after allowing 2 in the first. His team trailing in a game that they would arguably love to win, still trying to claw themselves out of last place. They can be within a half game if they win this one. 1-2. Fouled off. Tough swing there from Abram Threats. The 1-2 again. Oh, close pitch inside. Timmy Hunt not missing by much. Two-two breaking ball on a line in the left. That one will get down. Yearwood will flag it down. That will hold up Austin Dunlap at first. 2 runners on with only 1 out. Up will come the 9-hole hitter, Joe Aiken, the catcher. over the weekend I mentioned it was a good, pretty weekend. I made my way over to Lindsey Nelson for the first time since I've been here. That stadium's so pretty, man. The SMCL used to play over there, I believe, before they did all their renovations and whatnot. That's one big old field to host this summer league, but man, would it be cool. Always gotta love taking in a field like an SEC baseball field. That same field hosting the Men's College World Series winners only a few years back. The Vols beat the Aggies. What was that, 2024? The Men's College World Series actually just ended. I want to say Oklahoma beat North Carolina in the final game. Pretty sure I have that right. 1-1 to Aiken, swung on and missed. That one gets away from Cowell. Both runners will advance a bag. The catcher not able to corral it. 1-2 on the 9-hole hitter. Still only one out in the second. Valley Star is in a position to score a few more. One, two, breaking ball, just in and high. Austin Dunlap on third. Abram Threats on second. Joe Aiken up at the dish. 2-2 count on the 9-hole hitter. Lineup will flip over after this. 2-2 on the ground over to third. Richardson thought about coming home. Instead, he'll go over to first. The throw way high. The tag put on by the leaping first baseman Niatry. Way to stay with it. The run will score. So the Valley Stars go up 3. Second out recorded. Lineup flips over. I thought Richardson realistically had a chance to make that play coming home. It was a soft chopper on the ground over to third. The third baseman taking the foreshore out at least. Not always the worst thing in the world to trade an out for a run. Trade a run for an out, whichever way you want to phrase it. Well, flipping over, we'll see Walker Hartley again. He's 1 for 1. Second at bat in 2 innings. First pitch swinging. That one will get down to the left. He'll go the opposite way for an RBI. Easy work for the leadoff hitter. That is his second base hit of the day. Valley Stars extend their lead to 4. They lead 4-0. Timmy Hunt having a rough first outing, already allowing 4 runs through only an inning and 2/3 of work. We have some motion going on in the Bobcats bullpen, some motion going on behind the dugout for the Bobcats. Up will come Bernard Creek. First pitch fouled off to Creek. Creek walked in his first at bat. A runner still on first base. He's fouling off a couple close ones here. Timmy Hunt looking to escape another 2-run inning. Hartley leads off of first. The 0-2 home to Bernard Creek. Down in the dirt. Good stop behind the dish by Bryce Cowell. One, two, swung on and missed. Got him. A strikeout to end the inning for Timmy Hunt. 2 runs do score. Valley Stars lead now after 2 innings of their turn. It's 4-0. Bobcats second chance. They will send up Samuel Harding up first. It will be 4, 5, and 6. Pearson still on the rubber. Harding looking for a potential 4-pitch walk to start inning number 2. His squad down by 4 runs. He will get it. 4 straight pitches out of the zone from Pearson. That'll put Samuel Harding aboard, the first base runner of the game for the Cats. Up to Rockholt with a runner on. Rockholt, the outfielder for the Cats here today. First pitch to him, little awkward half swing. No appeal. He goes around. It's 0-1. Big lead for Harding off of first. 0-1 to Rockholt. Comes home. Curveball on the inner part. 0-2. We did see that with Pearson a lot in his first mound appearance versus the SMCL teams when they came to town last time, as he was really 0-2. Gets the awkward swing. Calls strike 3 regardless. Lucas Rockhold rang up for out number 1. Couple of indecisive swings from the outfielders. He goes down. A runner on and a runner out. Jacob McCord swinging the bat. Chopped on the ground over to third. Foul. First pitch swinging from the outfielder. In on McCord. 1-1. Hope everybody is having a good Tuesday. Why would you not be having a good Tuesday when baseball is playing? The Bobcats will play again, same time tomorrow. So I'll literally be able to say, same time tomorrow after this game. Because I think I'm funny. 1-2 now to Jacob McCord. You know, I've kind of learned, this is my first time broadcasting with no partner. I'm used to having somebody calling with me. So I've really found ways to entertain myself on the mic. And hopefully I'm somewhat entertaining to the audience as well, because that's what's more important. McCord's 1-2, swung on and missed. Number 2 goes down, springing for out number 2. 2 outs here in the second inning, and up will come Braden Cox. It'll be the 7-hole hitter. 10 batters in the lineup today. Cox is at 7, Combs at 8, Niatri at 9, Cowell at 10, and then the lineup will flip over. First pitch swinging from Cox, a little foul off. Close pitch to Cox, just 1-1. You know, if I had a second microphone, I would love to get a second broadcaster in here, or maybe do player interviews during the game. Find a player who's maybe a PO who's not playing that day, have him come color the game with me. That would be super cool if I had a second mic. totally plausible. Just need that microphone. 1-2 or 1-1 finds home, turns into 1-2. Hawks trying to find motion for the Cats. They trail by 4, a runner on, and already 2 outs in the second. 1-2, runner goes, swung on and missed. Braden Cox goes down to a knee. He's out swinging. Couple of strikeouts for Pearson in his second inning of work. We are through 2 full innings. Valley Stars still lead 4-0. Valley Stars having a third chance to keep piling on some more runs. They'll send up 3, 4, and 5. Meat of their lineup coming up. Michael Good leading things off. New pitcher on the mound. The lefty Cox coming in to relieve Timmy Hunt. He goes 2 innings, allows 4. Cox looking to hold the Valley Stars for a few. He will face Michael Good. Good is walked in his first at-bat. Has not been retired. Valley Stars taking their early lead and running with it. They'll look to not look back and go 2-0 on the day. This is their only games of the week, I would assume. It surprised me when I walked up today and they were playing. The first game was supposed to be between the Copperheads and the Eagles, and then game 2 between the Bears and the Bobcats. Of course, one of each of those teams was not playing today. Good, just foul. Instead, the Valley Stars made their second appearance in the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League this season. They currently sit at 2-3 in their time here. Look to go back to an even 500 record at 3 apiece with a win over the Cats. Hawk steals a 2-1, just misses a 3-1. It'd be cool if we had somebody playing walk-up songs for each player. We don't have walk-up songs. I play music between each inning when I'm asked to. And I was just doing it just now, and it got me thinking how cool walk-up songs would be. It'd be a lot of work because there's 5 teams, and there have to be somebody in here. And typically in the booths, I'm the only one ever in the booth. At Maryville, there's somebody with me working the scoreboard most games. Out at Knoxville Catholic, I'm typically in the booth by myself, and I like it that way. Michael Good works the walk as Safa Jones coming up. The lefty cleanup hitter is 0 for 1. Lefty-lefty matchup in his second at-bat. The age-old question, what would your walk-up song be? There are incorrect answers to this question. It's a very broad question, but somehow people find not cool songs. Safa Jones up 2-0. I think mine would be The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. That's a banger. Two-0. Big breaking ball. Whoa, way over the head of Cal. Good will soar into second base easily. 3-0. You see, the art of a walk-up song is, it's less about the coolness or how good the song is, and more about how, cool you look walking up to the plate for a walk-up song, Like, I know one of the ones I see a lot is Brain Stew by Green Day. The dunna, like that one. That's like a baseball all-time walk-up song. Any ball players out there or any former ball players, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not just spitting nonsense. There's a method to my madness, even as mad as it may seem, I'll give you that. Cox steals a 3-0, runner on second. He goes, nobody out. Ball 4 outside of the zone. The throw from Cal a little late. Good goes first to third on a couple of steals in a row. Runners now on the corners with nobody out. Up will come Kai Finch. First pitch to Finch upstairs. Throw down from Cal, a little offline. Setzer cuts it off, makes sure that the runner from third stays put. Couple of pitches out of the zone to Kai Finch to start his second at bat. Still nobody out here in the third. Valley Stars in a position to score 2 runs in 3 straight innings. An RBI spot for Kai Finch. He's 0 for 1. 2-0 to him. Misses in. It's 3-0. More emotion going on down in the bullpen for the Bobcats. Three 0 finds home. Finch, no green light. Three one to Finch. Down off the plate. It is a 3-1 walk that will load the bases. Nobody out. I don't see. Yes, we will get a mound meeting to talk to the pitcher. Base is juiced. It is still Cox's mound to charge, or to take charge of. He will face Austin Dunlap. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Huge spot for the Valley Stars. Dunlap 1 for 1. A big spot in his second at bat. First pitch to the lefty off the plate. Cox is 1-1. Big swing and a miss from Dunlap. He will move even at 1. Valley Stars looking to really put a sideways score on this one. One gets past Cal. Everybody will advance a base. Michael Good will score easily. Valley Stars go up by 5 on the pass ball. 5-0 ball game. Still 2 runners in scoring position. You can call it ducks in the pond if you wanted. Still no outs here in the third inning. Third straight inning in a row with a run scored. Dunlap popped high in the air over to the second base side. Setzer is there. He'll make the catch. First out of the inning, notched. 2 runners on, 1 out. Only 1 across in the inning. Austin Dunlap getting way underneath that one, sitting it way up. He is retired on the pop out. We'll see Mason Becker. Becker 0 for 1. It's been a while since we've seen a run rule in this league. First pitch home to Becker, fights it, finds it. It's 0-1. Again, the run rule is 10 after 5, 8 after 6. So not in play yet. Hopefully not. You never want to root for that ending, even as a spectator. You'd rather see good competitive ball. Cox just missing the zone, 1-1. Becker holds off. Sun going down. The shadow is now officially off the field entirely. Sun creeping down back behind us. I guess we're facing east this way, huh? Yeah, just a little northeast is the direction we're facing. Big breaking ball. That gets away from Cal. Another runner will come home and score on the pass ball. Both runners advance a bag. It is now 6-0. So call it the third inning in a row where the Valley Stars have scored 2 in an inning. They are threatening to score another one. I believe that is Kai Finch on third. Hawks has Mason Becker in a 3-1. Skies one over the right side. Night try is there just on the line. Finch stays put at third. 2 outs here in the third. Just about an hour on the stream time, so maybe just shy of an hour on the game clock. Maybe 50 minutes. I'm going to try to starting the stream a little earlier than I typically do. I'll just mute my mic until things are going, so that way y'all can at least tune in and be ready and not tuning in at the last second. Big pitch misses to Abram Threats. That will allow Finch to score easily. That is their third of the inning. Score is now 7-0. Kai Finch scores. The base is now empty. Abram Threats up for his second at bat. He had a hit in his last. That one upstairs, 2-0. To a breaking ball. Upstairs, 3 straight pitches out of the zone to Abram Threats. Joe Aiken on deck. Then that would flip the lineup over again to Walker Hartley. 7-run game through 2 2/3 of an innings offensively for the Bobcats. Four straight pitches out of the zone. That is a 2-out walk that'll put another runner on. Joe Aiken coming up. We'll see if this is the it for Cox. Doesn't appear it will be. Looks like the head coach will at least try to give him the inning. Now, 9-hole hitter Joe Aiken up again. He's 0 for 1, the catcher. Called strike in there. I believe this is his 7th batter of the inning. My math is correct. Chopped foul. Joe Aiken now at a 0-2. Cox a strike away from escaping this 3-run inning. His team now trailing by 7. Aiken now at a 0-2. Breaking ball misses. This game so far going the exact opposite way the previous game did. The previous game, as I mentioned, was a pitcher's duel. Only 4 runs across in the game, 3 of which coming in the last 2 innings. Another breaking ball just on the corner. This one more of a one-sided slugfest affair. Bobcats getting blanked. Still no runs for them. Valley Stars blading 2, 2, and 3 in each inning. 1-2. Call strike 3. Joe Aiken goes down looking. That is the end of the top half of the third. Valley Stars get 3 more. They lead 7-0. Bobcats, let's see what you got. It is 8, 9, and 10. Combs, Nitri, and Cowell. Their squad trails down by 7 and only the third. Valley Stars scoring 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, and then 3 in the third. Pearson still on the rubber. He's coming out for his third inning. Not the way the Cats were hoping to start this one. There's still time to turn it around. Combs up out of play, 1-1. Ooh, big breaking ball from Pearson. That finds home. It's 2-2. 2-2 to Cameron Combs on the ground over to third. Just a little foul. Combs batting below 056, his OBP in the 300 area. The 2-2 almost hits him. He'll scud it out of the way. He's working the count full. Pearson keeping his pitch count low. Only 33 pitches on his arm so far. First pitcher of the game, excuse me. Full count, foul out of play. We'll do it again. Three two, swung over it. Full count, strikeout. Combs goes down swinging. That's how the Bobcats start their third. First baseman Nitri up. 9-hole hitter and the 10-hole hitter Bryce Cowell behind him. Nitri swinging through the first pitch. Yo, to the Nitri on the ground over to short. Hartley coming in on it. He'll throw over on the run. The throw. Couple of hops just beating Nitri down the line. Nitri retired on the ground out. 2 outs. We'll see Bryce Cowell for the first time. He's a 10-hole hitter. Going 3 up, 3 down is what the Bobcats would awfully dread here. Trailing 7 only through 2 2/3 of their offensive stint. Nasty breaking ball home from Pearson. It's 1-2. Pearson now with a strike away from sitting him down in order. 1-2-3. Bryce Cowell avoiding the 1-2-3 inning. He'll get himself on base. The lineup will flip over. Up will come Jaden Richardson. Richardson watches strike one in the bottom part of the zone. He's 0 for 1. Only his second at bat now in the third inning. Richardson staying alive. That one real close on the corner. Couple of Bobcats getting the pitch count up on Pearson with 2 gone here in the third. They still trail by 7. Swung on and missed. Richardson down swinging. Bobcats strand 1 on there through 3 full innings. The Valley Stars lead 7-0. Bottom of the fourth, or top four, it'll flip over. Walker Hartley up again. New pitcher on the mound once more would be Wessel, so Cox is done. A little excuse me foul ball off looks like the knob to number 15. He's now 1-1. He's 2 for 2 today, looking for his third hit in as many at-bats. Valley Stars lead 7-0. Top half of the fourth inning underway. Valley Stars have scored in all 3 innings, so let's keep that streak alive here in inning number 4. Three one, chopped on the ground over to third. Third baseman Combs is there to throw over. In time by a step. Hartley retired on the bang-bang play. 1 up, 1 down. Good work by Wessel out of the pen. He retires the first batter he sees. He'll now face Bernard Creek. Creek 0 for 1 in his third at-bat. I believe this is their third time through. Wessel being a little bit more competitive in the strike zone than the 2 before him. This is the 4th inning, the third pitcher. We saw the starter, Timmy Hunt, go 2 innings. Cox went 1. Wessel now up for the 4th. Looks like Samuel Harding will be brought in next. 4 balls out of the zone. It's a 1-out walk for Bernard Creek. After Wessel will be Camfield. So Wessel will have however long he has, and then Camfield will take over after. Up comes Michael Good. Good first pitch swinging the opposite way. Shallow right field. Rocco coming on. He'll make the catch. 2 outs here in the 4th. Wessel faring a lot better than the previous 3 innings worth of pitchers. Bobcats also keeping themselves out of run rule territory as of the time being. Cleanup hitter Asafa Jones back up. That one up the middle. That one will get through. A 2-out knock for the cleanup hitter. He'll be 1 for 3, and the ball's going to get past McCord. I was looking down at my notes. 1 run will score easily on that. Jones looking for the triple to throw in. In time, good relay catch-up by the outfield. Unfortunately for the Bobcats, that run will score because it was not a force out, and the run did score before that was made. Those are the rules in baseball. So the 3rd out on that unfortunate mishap, it does cost them a run. They get out of the inning, but it's 4 straight innings worth of run for the Valley Stars. Bottom of the fifth, or fourth, excuse me. We're in the back half of this one officially. The new pitcher, Connor Shear. He will face Ian Setzer up first. Setzer's 0 for 1. That will be the end of the day for Pearson. He goes 3 innings, allows nothing, sits down a couple of Bobcats by way of the strikeout. Now a lefty coming on. Shear, the big, long windup, the arm reaching way back. A little bit deceptive coming home towards the mound. It makes it a little hard for the hitters to pick up the ball, so lay it out of the hand. Might be accredited to his success. 1-1 finds home. Setzer down now 1-2. Ian Setzer 0 for 1. We'll see Setzer, Yearwood, and Samuel Harding 2, 3, and 4. Bobcats now going 4 straight innings, allowing a run. Almost didn't happen in the inning previous, but the top half of the 4th inning saw a run sacrificed for an out. Setzer up the middle to Hartley, coming in. He'll throw over. Very quick exchange, and he gets Setzer by a step. Good play by the shortstop. Gold glove caliber if I've seen one. He very quickly exchanged the ball between the glove and the hand, and if you're going to play one of the more tougher defensive position, that's exactly what you have to do. If you're Ian Setzer on that, you just got to tip your head, or tip your cap, say you made a good play and admit defeat. We'll see if Yearwood can fare any better against a lefty. Yearwood 0 for 1. First pitch swinging for the lefty. The outfielder goes down 0-1. Number 3, 0 for 1 today. Bobcats need to start trailing back, preferably now if they still want a chance to hang in this one. They are in run rule territory in terms of 6th inning play. Ooh, that one hit the hand of Yearwood. He will be granted first base. Bobcats got a 1-out base runner. Samuel Harding walked in his first at-bat. Stands in with a runner on. The lefty seeing the lefty for the first time today. And the good point, or the good thing about me saying the lefty meets the lefty for the first time today is you don't know which lefty I'm talking about first. That's my secret. Skirts away from Aiken. That will allow Yearwood, the speedy Yearwood, to cruise into second. He was on his horse. Harding goes up 2-1. In on Harding. He's now a ball out of the zone away from working a walk. That one over the head of Harding. Yearwood will go second to third easily. That'll put Harding on base. Now the outfielder, Lucas Rockhold up. Rockhold's 0 for 1, an RBI spot for the outfielder. Bobcats would love to plate one. They trail by 8. First strike on Rockhold. Connor Shear, the lefty, in danger of allowing the first run of the game for the Bobcats. Not that it would be game momentum changing, but his team still is bidding on a shutout. Connor Shear pitches a 2-2 to Rockhold. He will foul it off out of play. Rockhold looking to get on if he can. Jacob McCord stands in on deck. Lights getting brighter out here at Knoxville Catholic. Can't see him, but they're on. 2-2. Little excuse me swing. Looks like it fouled off the knob of the bat. We'll do it again. An inside out foul ball for Rockhold. He's staying alive, fouling off a couple close ones. Full count to Rockhold. On the ground over to third. Good is there. He'll throw over to first for one. That's all they'll get. The Bobcats score one. They get their first run of the game. They go back to trailing by 7. It's an RBI ground out for Lucas Rockhold. Now we'll see Jacob McCord. He's 0 for 1. The opposite way and a right. Right fielder giving it a look. He will slide and make the catch. What a play by Abram Threats out there in right. Robbing Jacob McCord of a hit. That seems to be the entire narrative of the Bobcats' tough break today. Beautiful play by a diving right fielder to save a run and a hit. Bottom half of the fourth complete. The Bobcats get one more back. Your score, 8-1. Valley Stars for their 5th at bat. First pitch swinging from Finch over to third. The throw across from the third baseman Combs in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. It is still the lefty Wessel on the mound. He comes in. First batter he sees, retires him on a pitch. Bobcats kind of picking up steam. Granted, the scoreboard says otherwise, but their play as of late, not terrible. Up will come Austin Dunlap. Dunlap was up with the bases loaded in his previous at-bat. And he's 1 for 2. Big swing and a miss from Dunlap. Go 2. Fouled off. He's staying alive. Wessel still trying to make quick work in his second inning of work. On the ground, back at the middle. Setzer out to his left. He'll wait to play, throw on the run in time. What a good couple of plays by the defensive side of the Bobcats here in the 5th. Tough play for Setzer rolling out. Fields it cleanly, throws it cleanly. 2 up, 2 down. First pitch swinging from the next hitter, Mason Becker. Becker 0 for 2. Wessel coming in, shoving. Isn't faring half bad. Unfortunately, he's down by a bunch, but he's giving his offense some confidence maybe. On the ground over to second, Ian Setzer having himself a busy inning. He'll flip over, 3 up, 3 down. Wessel, have yourself a 5th. Bobcats keep themselves in it. They'll go to bat in the bottom half of it. They trail by 7. Bobcats hanging in there as they get their 5th turn up. They will send up Braden Cox first. 79, Cox, Combs, and Nitri. 8-1 ball game. Connor Shear still on the mound. Excuse me, that is not Shear. I believe that we have a new pitcher. It looks like that is Tony Gregory out there. New righty coming in for the 5th inning. It's kind of hard for me to see the numbers on the back of these jerseys. I know it's kind of low quality on the camera, but they're kind of like a digital camo. Maybe not so much, but it's like navy, gray, white, and the letters or the numbers are solid red on the back. Whoa, that one thrown behind Cox. But the numbers are solid red on the back of the jerseys, and there's no stroke along the numbers to outline them. So it's kind of hard for me to see who is who. But I believe I have it right. I think it's Tony Gregory, the new righty. Braden Cox, 0 for 1, currently in a 3-0. 4 straight pitches out of the zone. Leadoff base runner for the Cats. We'll see if Cameron Combs can do much with it. Combs is 0 for 1. Had himself a nice play in the previous inning defensively. Over at third base. And he'll send one deep out to left. Becker going back. He will look up and make the play right at the wall. Thought for sure Combs went yard. Just missed a home run to the short porch down and left. That is out number 1 here in the 5th. We've seen a couple of deep fly balls here today. So up is Nitri. Cox goes first pitch. Throw from the catcher. Whoa, a good throw from Aiken, considering the awkward spin he was making. The new pitcher, Tony Gregory, really trying to utilize his curveball, it seems, but he doesn't really have location with it tonight. We've seen him throw behind Cox, almost hit a couple batters. Struggling with location on that fastball even. That one's in. Nitri, back up the middle. That one will get down in shallow left. Cox on his horse. He's around third. He'll be waved home. The throw in from the center fielder. Offline. Braden Cox scores. The Bobcats get number 2 of the day. RBI from Nitri out into shallow left center. Bobcats clawing back. They only trail by 6. Now we'll see Bryce Cowell. 2 innings in a row for the Bobcats with a run. Might got something brewing. You know, of all the things that I'm going to miss from Tennessee whenever I leave the state, I'm going to miss all of it, but the main thing, throw down. The main thing I'm going to miss is cookout, because we don't have cookouts in Texas, believe it or not. I believe it's more of a southern eastern thing. But man, I'll tell you what, Cookout is probably my favorite fast food place I've had since I've came up here. Down in Texas, we're big on Whataburger, so that's what I was used to. Not a whole lot of those up here. I know there's maybe one in Knoxville, maybe two. Ever since I got put on Cookout, I'm like, man, I see why it succeeds. There's a bunch of stuff in Tennessee. It's awesome. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back here next summer doing the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League broadcasting again. If I need an opportunity next summer and this is available, I would totally take it. I'm glad to put on a show for you guys. Bryce Cowell, we're going to walk. Bobcats got something going here in the fifth. Things looking a little bleak for the Cats, and now things might be going their way. Still a very tall uphill battle to climb. But it's got to start somehow, and it seems like it's starting. We'll get a Mount meeting to talk to the pitcher. Perfect time for the lineup to flip over. Only one out. Jaden Richardson coming back up for the third time. And we will get a new pitcher. He'll run in from the bullpen. I'll step away for a second, and I'll come back on the mic whenever he's ready to go. Something brewing for the Cats. We'll see if they can keep it cooking. It's Jackson Steele coming on. Hill and Aaron, 2 runners on, 1 out. Up is Nitro, or not Nitro, excuse me. Richardson. Jaden Richardson 0 for 2 today. Looking for his first hit and his third at bat. The lineup flipping over. 1, 2, 3 due up. 2 runners on. Bobcats trail by 6. They are officially out of run rule territory. Game about hour 40 in. Richardson at a 3-0, 3 straight balls. Or 2-1, excuse me. Now at 2-2. Sometimes I'll glance over at the game changer and it'll be wrong. I believe it's 2-2. Two breaking ball. Called strike 3. Richardson goes down. Look at nasty breaking ball out of the hand of Jackson Steele. Second out here in the 5th. Ian Setzer coming up. He's also 0 for 2. Breaking ball in the outer corner. Setzer goes down 0-1. Setzer with 2 runners on. Bobcats having themselves a productive inning, not plating anything. High on the line, fouled off. Setzer now to 0-2. On the ground over to short. Hartley is there. He'll throw over to first. Setzer retired on the ground out. That is the end of the 5th. The Bobcats get a couple on. Don't score nothing. Or they score 1, excuse me. Through 5 full, your score. Bobcats trail 8-2. As we mentioned, Canfield now on the rubber gets a big swing and miss from the 8-hole hitter Abram Threats. Threats is 1 for 1. Bobcats scoring a couple in each of their last. They now trail by 6. It's 8-2. Threats fouling off. He's down 0-2 quickly. Threats, Aiken, and Hartley. On the ground, up the middle. Cox coming in. He's charging. He'll throw over in time. Good defense continuing from the Bobcats here in the 6th. 1 up, 1 down. Braden Cox, what a play. Due up now is Joe Aiken, the catcher. He's 0 for 2, already swinging and missing one. Canfield working out of the pen real consistently. Getting 1 up, 1 down, now getting ahead of the catcher. 0-1 in the dirt. So it was looking like this game was going to end in a run rule relatively quick. We're into the 6th inning. The Bobcats still fighting. 1-1 sent high up in the air just beyond the infield dirt over at second. Coming in is Stetzer. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down. Lineup turning over. We'll see Walker Hartley up again. Hartley 2 for 3. Canfield living around the zone, excuse me. Chopped on the ground over to first. Niatri is there. He'll flip over to the pitcher covering in time. 3 up, 3 down. Bobcats really fighting here in the later half. Bottom half of the 6 up soon. Score still 8-2. They're fighting back. Running out of time, but still fighting. Up first, Isaac Yearwood in the 6. Jackson Steele still on the rubber. Bobcats down to their final 6. Chopped on the ground over to first. First baseman Dunlap is there easily. He'll take it himself. One up, one down. The Bobcats picking up where the Valley Stars left off. They went 3 up, 3 down. Now the Bobcats. Up again, Samuel Harding. The lefty will see Jackson Steele for time number 1. Harding has not been retired. He's been hit by a pitch in all of his at-bats. Not hit by a pitch. Walked. Lefty on the ground over to second. Finch is there. He's bobbling it, and he cannot make the clean throw. Samuel Harding will get on base, called an error on Kai Finch at second. And the Bobcats are still rallying here late in this one. I'll tell you what, if the game was not so far apart on the scoreboard, I'd say the Bobcats are making one of my favorite comebacks of the season right now. You got to appreciate the late effort. Unfortunately, it might have just been a little too late, and their first part of the game started off a little too rough. But we'll see if Lucas Rockholt can add to it. First pitch from him, swung on and missed. Rockholt 0 for 2. Jackson Steele is still on the rubber, 13 pitches in. Good viewership tonight, and obviously it's probably just the Bobcats family tuning in, as the Valley Stars probably does not know that this stream exists. So we're getting pretty good viewers tonight. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and sticking through it, even though it's been a rough game for the Cats. It's always fun when I'm broadcasting to more than 4 people at a time. 1-2 to Rockholt. Swung on and missed. Lucas Rockholt goes down swinging. He'll end his night 0 for 3. Jacob McCord coming up. Gotta give it to the Bobcats. Just when I thought the game was about over in the 3rd inning, they're coming on, and even though they're down by 6, they are still hanging in there and fighting and not getting run ruled. They'll fight all 7. A 1 chopped foul. Oh, 2, no 0-2. Check over on the runner. He's back safely. Oh, 2 to McCord. Swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts in a row for the Bobcats, and that's how the 6th inning ends. We will head into the 7th and final inning. Valley Stars lead this one 8-2. For the final time here tonight, welcome back to Knoxville Catholic. Camfield taking the rubber, looking to hold the Valley Stars one more time. He'll face Bernard Creek, Michael Good, and Asafa Jones. Creek fouling a couple off. He's 0 for 1 tonight, now down to 1 and 2 on his count. Bobcats will look to retire the Valley Stars in order and go swing it for the final time here tonight. Just about 2 hours on the game clock. This game picking up speed as in the last few innings. 1-2, called strike 3. Bernard Creek goes down looking. That's how the 7th inning gets started. Up will come Michael Good. 1 up, 1 down. Michael Good chopped on the ground over the left side. In comes Cox. The leaping grab. No throw. It slips out of his hands. Tough break for the shortstop. Bidding for a really good defensive play. Unfortunately, just couldn't make it smoothly. So now with a runner on, we'll see cleanup hitter Asafa Jones. First pitch foul tip. Check over on the runner. Oh, very close play. Down low, skirts away from the catcher. Runner goes first or second easily. One one, chopped out of play. Camfield really dealing since he's been brought in. Only had about 17 pitches. So now the 1-2 will be no 1-2. It'll check over on the runner. Good doesn't know what happened. He was looking around at Cox. He's held up at second due to a good backup job by Jacob McCord out there in center. Runner goes. Another foul off. Asafa Jones having himself a very tight at bat against Camfield. One gone here in the 7th for the Valley Stars. Now the 1-2 for, call it the 3rd time coming from Camfield. Looking to finally retire Jones. Just a little low. No call. 2-2. Chopped on the ground over to first. Just a little foul. Nitri won't chase after it. "9:41 your local time. Getting a little late out here in Knoxville. Chopped on the ground over to second. Setzer coming in. He'll flip over. Jones retired for out number 2. Good goes second to third. Valley Stars down to their last out for any more insurance. First pitch swinging from the 5-hole hitter Kai Finch. I think it's funny that I mentioned good viewership, but then it just decapitates or disappears. One of those words, because now we're down to nothing. On a line out to center, McCord coming in. No slide. That will land in front of him. Finch around first. He'll be held up there. It is an RBI up the middle. Valley Stars go up by 7. They lead 9-2. They keep their game alive. First pitch swinging from Dunlap. Dang, my stream says 0 viewers at the moment. Let me check YouTube. Did we actually go to 0? No, we're just glitching out. That's funny. It heard me talk about good viewership, and now it just disappears. Dunlap at 0-2. Last chance for the Valley Stars. Canfield trying to put him away. 0-2 on the ground over the left side. That one will get through the shifted infield. Finch goes first to second. Only one advancement on a base. Valley Stars keep it alive. So now with 2 runners on, we'll see Mason Becker up once more. He'll get his last shot. Becker's it's 0 for 3, his final shot for his first hit. Fouled off auto play. 2-1 to Becker. Big breaking ball from Camfield. Finds home. It's 2-2. Camfield looking to retire the Valley Stars here tonight. The 2-2 home. Fouled in front of the catcher. Cow couldn't corral it. We'll do it again. Got at bat here late in the game. Full count payoff pitch. 2 out, 2 runners on. Both runners going. Curveball upstairs. Becker works the walk. That'll load him up. 2 outs. Bobcats just needing 1 more to escape the inning. Instead, bases will be juiced for Abram Threats. Top out of play. Oh, 2. Fouled off. On the ground, up the middle. Cox coming in. Easy play for him. He'll throw over. Retired. Finally, 3 outs in the 7th. Bobcats will look to bat for the final time tonight. They trail 9-2. All or nothing time for the Cats. They trail 7. 3 outs to play with. It is still Jackson Steele on the rubber. They will send up 7, 8, 9. Cox, Combs, Niatri. If it gets to him, Cowell. Bobcats been on a roll as of the last few innings. Only 2 runs to show for it. First pitch swinging from Cox. He's down 0-1. Cox officially 0 for 1 tonight. Makes contact out of play. Been a one-sided affair throughout most of the night. Bobcats making a good effort. Unfortunately, it will most likely go in vain. But you have to respect the attempt. Because again, the league is non-competitive and it's not about who wins or loses. It's more about just getting these kids reps. And as long as everyone's getting better at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. 0-2 to Cox. Breaking ball high and upstairs. High and away. One, two. Got him. Cox down swinging. That's how bottom of the 7th gets going. Bobcats got 2 to play with. Holmes up to bat. Cameron Combs officially 0 for 2 tonight. Looking to avoid the hat trick. Back up the middle. Jones is coming in on it or going back. It's over his head. I completely misread which way he was going out there. Cameron Combs will head into second base. It's a 1-out stand-up double for Cameron Combs. It's getting dark, and I completely, for some reason, thought that Jones was coming in on it. He had his back to me heading out. Cameron Combs will be aboard. Looking to keep it going is Niatri. Niatri's 1 for 2. Believe he had a ribby in his last at-bat. One swung on and missed from Niatri, down to his last strike. One, two. Called strike 3. Niatri down looking. A close pitch on the corner. He gets rang up for out number 2. It will be up to Bryce Cowell to keep it alive. His team down 7. Down to their final out. Cowell walked in all of his at-bats. Has not been retired today. 2-0. Broken bat over the ground on first. Dunlap is there. Tough break for Cowell as he grounds out to end it. The broken bat jam inside out shot rolls over to first. And that's the game. The Valley Stars win this one 9-2. The Bobcats hang in there a little too late. Made a good attempt in the 5th and 6th. Nothing going in the 7th, and they drop this one 9-2 in 7 innings. They don't get run ruled, but they do drop down to now 4-10. Valley Stars, if we see them again this season, they will be now 3-3 in terms of the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League play. So that's it from a long one. Your final score here tonight. Bobcats lose 9-2. I appreciate everybody from tuning in. Bobcats play again tomorrow, so all the Bobcats fans tune back in tomorrow at 7:30, same time tomorrow. Told you I'd say it. Maybe they'll fare a little bit better. I believe they play the Bears tomorrow, so that'll do it for the Tuesday edition of Week 5 for the SMCL this season. I appreciate everybody for listening. My name is Hunter Mancuso, clocking out from Knoxville Catholic High School. The Stars win this one